There's the game start. Anyway, that was interesting. It's the all-out attack. 8Q versus 22Q. Okay, I'm Sente. And let's start with a pawn move. Let's bring the rook over. Let's not mess around. Close the diagonal. Play fourth file rook. And Mina castle. He's setting up a boat castle, I think. Okay, so I can push this pawn at any time to exchange bishops. So I should just wait till it's a good time to do that. Let's finish setting up my castle, I guess. I like to go for the high Mino in a lot of cases. He moved his king all the way here. Is he going to go for like a Millennium Castle or something? Push that. Yes, I'll block with the bishop. I push this to close the bishop's diagonal. That's interesting. Okay, so let's advance with this silver. Oh, he's going for a... going for an Anaguma. So if I bring the silver out, he pushes his pawn, I take it, and then he can... If he'd had a pawn in hand, he could drop a pawn and I would be trapped. Luring the silver forward. Now if I go here with my gold, I'm migrating my heavy pieces over towards his king. Gin Mino, that's a silver Mino. So if I step up here, he can push this pawn. Well, let's do that. Let's lure the pawn forward. Also threatening his bishop's head. Okay, I'll take this pawn first. Not sure the best way to take it. Oh, and then he stepped forward to defend this pawn. Ah, it's putting the rook there. Okay, so I can drop a pawn here. He can't take it, so he has to move this bishop. Okay, let's take the bishop and promote. Again, that's a kind of weird choice. Maybe this is the computer. So I got a bishop. So I want to set the bishop up on this diagonal, but let's clear out some of these defensive pieces here first. If I take that gold there, for example. here, threaten to take this. Actually, it's not a threat yet. Okay, this is something that can promote. So I might just let it, though. So 2 attackers, 2 defenders. How do I get one more? Where's the knight go? The knight goes to here. Just kind of step away with my bishop. Let's go here. Okay, put a pawn there, so that means I can take this one. Okay, and that means I can take this rook and gold and promote, and also with check. Finally opened up this diagonal. Okay, let's just keep taking things along the diagonal here. Okay, that's definitely a computer move. So let's get rid of the knight. And then take this pawn. So what have I got? I've got a gold, a silver, 2 silvers, 2 and 2 golds. So if I drop a gold here, to lure his rook away, then I can drop a bishop. Okay, the knight is pinned, so I can take his rook. I mean, the gold is pinned, so I can take his rook, and the king has to take back. So now I have a, let's drop this gold here. I mean, drop this rook here. Okay, so he dropped a bishop, and it's check. Shoot. I should have done something about that. Oh, that's right. I pushed this pawn all the way. That's why I have a... No, he went here. He didn't take my rook. He threatened my other rook. Okay, so I can take here and promote. And then I can drop a gold. And I won again. So Upapona, yeah, I think Upapona is one of these floating computer programs that plays at a certain level, helps you get a rating. Okay, 10:30, one more game. Five Q. Tora Gata, and I am Sente. Let's start. I played a ranging rook, so let's play a static rook. Let's start with the rook pawn push. And open up the bishop's diagonal. He can take. Ah, he did opposing rook. So what happens if I take here? I'm not sure. So let's close this. Okay, I don't have to worry about an attack along this file since he moved his rook. And he's opening up this file, which could be an advantage to either of us. Yeah, he brings his bishop out to attack this pawn. Let's Let's bring a rook up. I mean a gold up to defend it. So maybe I'll start with a crab castle and then walk my king over. But boy, does he want to trade rooks. What would happen if I traded rooks? I take, he's got a bishop here or a silver. Or I could put a pawn here to stop it. Stop the trade. So I take, he takes, and then I develop another piece, right? So I gain a tempo every time we do this. So yeah, let's bring a silver out. See, I got a gold up last time. This time I got a silver up. Oh, he sacrificed the bishop. My rook is defended by this silver, though. Did he not see that, or is this another one of these computer programs? Well, I can afford to give back some material here. Let's just step aside. So if I take it, then he'll drop a pawn. After I move my rook, he pushes, I take, and then he can drop another pawn because he has another pawn in hand. And then silver goes back. He steps forward. Yeah, I guess it doesn't gain anything for him. Okay, what do I do with this? Can drop it here along this diagonal. Looks pretty fierce. So he put his rook there. Let's see. So bishop check here. Yeah, he's testing me to see if I spot the fork here. Yeah, I don't know what this rook was doing on this row anyway. It doesn't even threaten anything because this pawn is well defended. Maybe it threatens a... Now he can't drop a pawn anywhere along here because he's got pawns back here. So, Toro Ogata, just having a bad day? Or is he another one of these computer programs? Yeah, well, at this rate, I'll break into the teens soon. I should be down around 8Q, I think. That's more my rating on 81 Dojo, 8Q. Ah, he went there. Okay, stop the check. And I'll take the rook. Thank you. Okay, let's first open up this bishop's diagonal, threaten his lance over here. Yeah, he didn't defend. He could have moved the knight up to block that. Okay, so he's going to trap me with this knight. Now, let's see if I can do something with this. This rook is not defended. I mean, this bishop is hitting this pawn. I could take the knight, drop, and then drop it here. I don't know what that does, though. Here, let's just push the rook pawn here. The pawn in front of my rook. He drops a knight. So does he think I'm dropping a pawn there? Let's push the pawn forward. Well, the knight is safe here. I can't attack it with the bishop sitting on this square. Not easy to defend. I could promote to a horse, get a second horse here. Yes, he can do that. Does have two pawns here. He could sacrifice one and then push the other. Now, I guess if he pushes forward, I'll just take with the rook. I was thinking of taking with the silver, but then that would allow him to push the other pawn, but he can take with the rook. Okay, so I can take here and promote. And let's see, he's out of pieces to drop, so I'm just going to take that knight. Okay, so now this is not pinned yet. I have to drop back here before I have a pinned piece, pinned pawn, and then I can drop the knight here. The king runs. Okay, so if I pin this pawn by going here, I can drop the knight there. So let's do that. Where's my knight? There it is. So the king moves. So my idea here is just to get rid of some of these pieces around his king. It's tough with all those generals around the king. Tough to mate. Now I can drop a rook. He went with the silver there. Okay, the two silvers protect each other. Let's see. This is defended by a gold. But I can push the pawn. Okay, pawn takes, gold takes. And rook here. How about this bishop? Horse, whatever. Want to get it out and have it do something. I know. I could drop a lance here. And then when I take this pawn, my horse and my lance will be coordinating on this square in front of his king, which is defended, but maybe I can. Okay, unpinned there. Okay, now I've got a gold. I could trade my bishop for the silver so that I have a silver and gold checkmate kind of thing. So then I can drop the silver here with check because it's defended by the rook and it checks the king. And the king goes here or here. I can drop a gold. And that's checkmate. It's a checkmate either way because the king was in the corner, he'd have no moves. If here the rook is covering this square and the silver is covering this square. So it was a mate either way. All right. Yeah, I hit 20Q. Maybe next time I do this, I'll be in the teens. So, yeah, we're going to switch now. So let's say no.